Shogun Almighty Reborn. Reborn? Holy shit! They also they also freaking added the an isekai story here. What the heck? Protagonist is struck by lightning beneath the thunderous Sakura and wake up to discover that he became the Raiden Shogun. Prior to this event, the protagonist is a nobody who gets bullied by everyone, but then after becoming Raiden Shogun, he acquires unlimited power. The appeal of this one probably lies in the euphoria of going from powerlessness to omnipotence. And the protagonist's inner journey is finally breaking. This is, this is literally every isekai out there. They basically just uh, the, they basically just made the generic isekai with the Raiden Shogun as the MC. Holy shitballs. Yeah, it does fall short on those kinds of stories wherein they get strong and then that's about it. They just get stronger, fight a bit stronger enemy and then get a bit stronger.
With a premise like this,
But the story
no wonder
doesn't
Kuroda was
actually
nervous about letting Amy
progress
around.
in a meaningful way. Especially the Chinese one. I think there are very few Chinese that actually make a decent story. I think the best one that I've seen that's like an isekai or a revival resurrection story would be
Paimon thinks it might
the
be best not to
Magic
bring this one
Emperor.
up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
Although I'm not quite sure if that's Chinese. But yeah, it's one of the few Chinese stories that I have read that is actually decent when it comes to uh Chinese power trip. Cause I've been reading a shit ton of manhwa, both Korean and Chinese. And when it comes to Chinese isekai stories, they tend to have this line where and you can read like 10 20 manhwas or Chinese manhwas and the story would be literally built like this and it's literally like this every single goddamn time. Let me just open or switch the screen. What they would be doing is something like this. The MC, one sec. What goddamn it? I forgot I was using paint for. I was using paint for my cyberpunk playthrough template or what's it called? The pictures in YouTube. MC is bullied by everyone, even his love life. And then this is literally every Chinese that I breed, every Chinese manhwa that I breed. He either gets resurrected with powers or transported to another world and then and then returns to his original world. And then what happens is MC is stronger. So he becomes the bully. And this is the main thing that they do. And says you are courting gets back to the enemy, gets back to the bad guys. And the bad guys literally say, you are courting death. Everyone says this line. You are courting death. You can see this in literally every freaking one of them. And then MC slaps them to death. And then this is basically every single Chinese manhwa. And I've only read like a handful of them that doesn't have this thing. Heck, even the ones that have this are the ones that I consider like having a decent story. They still have this this format at some point. Either that or MC is super strong, gets betrayed, and then it goes back into this thing. And then it goes to here, and then here, and then here, and then oh, that one I haven't read yet. I think I've read the start of it. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm talking about the Chinese ones, and I think like 99% of the Chinese one, it's basically the same. I think that's why we have like reincarnated as a bending machine, reincarnated as a sword. They're basically trying to reinvent the wheel, and they're practically running out of ways to do it. Oh shit. Maybe I shouldn't have done this at this point because I was planning on on sort of uploading this as a separate like story for for my YouTube channel. But but now I've deviated a shit ton. Holy shit. Ah boy. I think that's kinda what drew me over to Korean manhwa. Cause before I started reading what's it called? Uh my gateway drug to the Korean manhwas. Solo leveling. That was my first Korean manhwa. I was only focused on reading Japanese mangas. And then I think I first read Chinese one, Tales of Demons and Gods. That was actually one of the good Chinese manhwas. But it's super duper long. It has like 400 chapters if I remember correctly already. So I'm not gonna reread it to I stopped reading it at some point and I forgot where I stopped, so I'm not gonna be rereading it at anytime soon. Because that takes a shit ton of days or a shit ton of time to get back onto. But yeah, once I started reading Korean, they were offering like a shit ton of different stuff. Or at least not the ones that I usually read on Japanese mangas. So I kinda got hooked in. Because they also have it colored, so it's much easier to understand what's happening on the screen or what's happening on the story compared to reading manhwas since they're generally not colored. There are cases wherein some parts of the story you don't fully understand because it's just black and white. Some part of the background storytelling, the way the environment tells the story. I mean, if it's just black and white, some of those things can be overlooked. But yeah, let's get back to this. We're, we've made we've made Raiden Shogun way too long already.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do,
Yeah, actually I started
I would
reading
feel really uncomfortable.
the Korean hentai afterwards. Because they draw female characters like, holy shit, well, that's unrealistic. Even for Korean standards, holy shit. Everyone's so damn thick. And then you see their freaking Korean
Hey,
models,
Awesome. Let's try to explain
and
them
they're all
quickly.
and they're all super thins.
Everything is going smoothly.
They're tiny ass twigs.
The looks on your
I think I've
faces
only
tell me
seen
you
one
found some good
one
stories.
thick Korean pop star, and I don't even know her.